Welcome to Gosford Toastmasters Training Academy. Today I'm going to give you an overview on what a good speech is made from. Our academy offers further detailed courses to help you construct a speech. Objectives. Before you can write a speech, you need to understand your objectives. Your objective could be to sell your latest product to a new company, or it could be to deliver an entertaining speech to cheer up the children, or you might be trying to do a good farewell. Either way, you need to understand your objectives. Now at Toastmasters, we get manuals with projects in, and they're carefully just inside will give you a list of objectives so you know what your aim is. To help to measure your potential success of your speech, it's always good to test your speech after you've written it against the objectives you've already laid out for yourself. Understanding your audience. It is key to understand your audience, because if your audience is children, then delivering a nice, spicy, X-rated story may not quite be appropriate. Or you may be a salesman and you're going through the intricacies of the technicalities of your product to buyers who are not technically minded. So you need to understand your audience. So your audience doesn't alter your objectives, but it does alter the way you'll deliver your speech. Planning. There's many elements in the planning part. The first is research. You need to research your subject matter to get the appropriate material for your speech. Time. You get a set amount of time to deliver your speech. It doesn't matter if you're delivering a speech to executives or you've got a slot to entertain children, you'll get a set amount of time. A lot of Toastmaster speeches are between 5 and 7 minutes. You wouldn't want to get to 6th minute and then realise suddenly you're still in the opening and you've got only 1 minute to do the rest of your speech. Message. And this is the crux of the matter. You've got to try and work out what's the message you're delivering in your speech. If you don't have a clear sense of the message yourself, how is your audience going to have that message? How are they going to receive the message? Writing your speech. But one of the first things you need to do when you're writing a speech is get a nice title. If you have a nice catchy title, people will help draw your audience in. For instance, if your title is something like what's the status update of the invasion of cane toads from Queensland, which is very long-winded, or you can have a nice catchy title of cane toads, they're coming. One is more, one's catchy and the other one's a bit, well, elaborate, and you've probably lost the audience when you try and halfway through the title itself. The structure of your speech, all good speeches must have an opening, body and conclusion. Your opening sets the agenda for your speech, and a good few opening lines can draw your audience in. If you mangle your opening, you could have lost your audience for good. The body of your speech has to be clear and relevant. Keep your ideas simple. If you're trying to explain a complex idea, you're going to take a while to get that idea explained. And by that time, you've probably lost half your audience. You've got to keep your ideas nice and simple and to get your message across, so you're not wasting time on that one point. The transition between the opening body and conclusion needs to progress nice and fluently. You don't want to jump from one to the next to next, or otherwise you don't have coherency in your speech. When you're using facts, you don't want to overwhelm your audience. If you want to give a fact, try illustrating it a little bit to make it understandable. For instance, if you want to talk about how much cable you're going to need to lay if you're putting the NBN into carry-on, instead of just giving a nice figure of 250 kilometers of cable, you may want to instead give a comparison, like it's the distance between Newcastle and Sydney for the amount of cable which has got to wind around carry-on just to lay the NBN. So illustrate your facts and then people might be able to visualize them a little better. Adding a little humour into your speech can lighten up the subject and grab your audience attention. If I added a little humour into this speech, maybe half my audience would have fallen asleep already. I can see you there, falling asleep, drifting off. Closure of your speech is just as important as the opening. If you get it right, the audience will be enthralled. If you get it wrong, they'll be there wondering, what was the point of your speech after all? The delivery, of course, is the main part of your speech. You've done all the preparation, and now you've got to present it to the audience. This is the part of the preparation and delivery I find hardest. But first things first, is check your equipment. You don't want to get halfway through your speech and find out your equipment's now malfunctioning, or it won't turn on, it won't do what you expect. That's all about preparation. You've got to check it first. Rehearse your speech, something which I've probably failed myself in tonight's lecture, otherwise I wouldn't be looking at the notes on this side. But a good tip for rehearsing, find a strategy which works for you. That's the tip, not the answer. My strategy is to recite my speech to myself on the train going to work, without anyone else hearing, of course. Voice. Now, with your voice, you can change how your speech comes across. For instance, I can add a little expression. I can add excitement, or I can add a bit of emotion. I can add a bit of boredom, I suppose. But either way, changing your voice can change how the speech comes across. And finally, body language. With a bit of good movement, you can enhance your speech. If I want to talk about opening a car door, if I open the car door, you can visualize it. If I want to talking about picking an apple off the tree, if I put an action in there, it helps visualize. And adding a little body language goes a long way. So in summary, objectives. Know what you're planning, why you're doing the speech. Understand your audience so you can deliver the right message to the right people. Planning. Line up all your ducks before you do your speech. Writing your speech, take time over it. Get your body, opening body and conclusion in there. Make it flow. And finally, delivery. That's where you effectively get paid for the actual delivery of speech, making the sales pitch there and conclude. Thank you very much.